Have you ever wondered what drives someone to undergo such extreme changes? Is it an obsession with beauty, or the belief that achieving perfection will bring true happiness? In today's video, we dive into the incredible stories of celebrities who have undergone dramatic transformations through plastic surgery. From stars who seem to have it all to names that made headlines, each journey offers unique insights into beauty and the pursuit of recognition. Their stories are not only fascinating, but also raise important questions about the true value of beauty and how personal choices can shape one's life. Let's dive into this video. Lin May, one of Mexico's most iconic sex symbols, is known for her career as a dancer, singer, and actress. Her beauty and talent captivated many, but behind the glamour lies a deeply emotional story of struggling with self-image. Despite her natural beauty, Lin was never truly satisfied with her appearance, leading her to undergo numerous cosmetic surgeries, from facelifts to cheek implants and more. Sadly, these changes left her face almost unrecognizable compared to her younger self. If you look at old photos of Lin, you'll see a woman with a natural charm that turned heads. She has openly admitted to regretting some of her past decisions. The pressure to meet society's beauty standards, combined with the complications of surgery, left emotional scars and public scrutiny that were difficult to bear. Lin has shared the painful moments of emotional breakdowns and the gossip that followed her. Her story is a powerful reminder of the importance of self-acceptance. At the peak of her career, she was the epitome of beauty and charisma, but behind the applause was a woman struggling to meet society's impossible ideals. Today, Lin lives with the consequences of her choices, and her journey continues to inspire reflections on self-love and the true meaning of beauty. Despite the ups and downs, Lin May has left behind a lasting legacy in the entertainment industry, symbolizing resilience, bravery, and the power of embracing one's true self. Jessica Alba's. She was once known as the real-life living doll, and believe me, her story is nothing short of an emotional roller coaster. Jessica didn't just want to be beautiful, she was chasing perfection. An image so idealized it felt almost artificial, like it was sculpted from a flawless mold. And she didn't stop at 1 or 2 procedures. Jessica underwent over 100 cosmetic surgeries. Yes, over 100. Cheek implants, jaw surgeries, countless rhinoplasties, lip fillers, full facelifts, you name it. Almost every visible trace of her original appearance was transformed. In the beginning, people were intrigued, even supportive. They believed she was expressing her true self. But as the surgeries multiplied, concern began to grow. Friends, family, even fans started questioning, is it time to stop? Her relentless pursuit of perfection began to take a toll, not just physically, but emotionally. Her face became more unrecognizable with each procedure, shifting into a look that many compared to a fictional character rather than a real person. But what truly touched people wasn't the number of surgeries. It was her eyes. Behind the layers of transformation, there was always a haunting sadness. A smile rarely followed her transformations. Instead, her expression was often distant, almost hollow. It made people wonder, was there joy behind it all? Or just unhealed wounds? Jessica's journey is more than a story of plastic surgery. It's a mirror reflecting society's harsh beauty standards, the inner battles people silently fight, and the thin, fragile line between loving yourself and losing yourself in the pursuit of an impossible ideal. Carla Bruni, in case you didn't know, was the First Lady of France. And let's be honest, being married to a French president is not only an honor, but also comes with intense pressure. As a public figure, every move, every look, every smallest expression is scrutinized under the media lens. Maintaining the elegant, polished image expected of a First Lady is a burden few can truly imagine. Once a famous supermodel, Carla was admired for her natural, striking beauty. She was a fashion icon, Sophisticated, bold, and admired by millions. But like everyone else, time brought changes. And under the constant, unforgiving spotlight, Carla turned to cosmetic surgery to maintain her appearance. This wasn't just a light touch of Botox. There were visible changes. Facelifts, fillers, procedures that sparked media comparisons and unkind commentary. It's unfortunate that someone once celebrated for her natural beauty is now dissected for every line and curve of her face. But Carla Bruni has never been just a pretty face. She's also a talented singer, known for her warm, sultry voice that has touched hearts across the world. Maintaining an image as a public figure is incredibly difficult. The media can be brutal, but every artist has the right to decide how they want to present themselves. Carla has done so with strength and grace. Despite changes in her appearance, what continues to make her shine is her talent, personality, and resilience. She's more than just a collection of glamorous photographs. She's a symbol of inner strength and enduring beauty. Vanilla Chamu, a model from Japan, once made headlines for one of the most unusual dreams ever shared in the beauty world. She wanted to become a real-life French doll. Yes, literally. Her goal wasn't just to look beautiful, but to embody a fictional, porcelain-perfect character. To get there, Vanilla underwent numerous cosmetic procedures. Eye enlargements, chin implants, breast augmentation, skin lightening. The list goes on. Each surgery pushed her closer to her ideal, but further from herself. Over time, her face changed dramatically, becoming stiff, with features so exaggerated they looked more like a cartoon than a human being. What's heartbreaking is that Vanilla seemed unaware that the image she was chasing, a perfect French doll, isn't a real beauty standard, just a fantasy. The media noticed, but instead of admiration, she became the subject of ridicule. Her transformation was mocked, her identity reduced to headlines and hurtful nicknames. Vanilla's story is more than just a transformation. It's a warning, a reminder of how toxic, unrealistic beauty ideals can lead someone down a path of irreversible change, not towards happiness, but towards self-loss. Raji Nareen Singh is a transgender actress, author, and activist whose story is both heartbreaking and incredibly inspiring. Born in 1967, Raji faced years of struggle with her gender identity before embracing her true self. Wanting to look more feminine but unable to afford professional procedures, she turned to a man named O'Neill Ron Morris, also known as the Duchess, who falsely claimed to be a doctor. What followed was a nightmare. Morris injected Raji with a toxic mix of cement, mineral oil, glue, and superglue instead of safe, medical-grade fillers. The result? Severe disfigurement, pain, and emotional trauma. Raji wasn't alone. Many others fell victim but stayed silent out of fear and shame. Despite everything, Raji bravely came forward. She shared her story publicly, appeared on Botched for corrective treatment, and began her healing journey. While her recovery isn't complete, her courage turned tragedy into purpose. Today, Raji is a vocal advocate, using her experience to warn others about the dangers of illegal surgery and to promote self-love, confidence, and acceptance within the transgender community. Martina Big is one of the most controversial names in the world of extreme transformations. Originally from Germany, she started her career as a flight attendant before diving into modeling, a world where standing out is everything. Her journey began with drastic cosmetic enhancements, including enormous saline breast implants, reaching a size over 32T, among the largest in Europe. But that was just the beginning. In 2017, Martina shocked the world when she began injecting melanin-inducing hormones to darken her skin, announcing she was transitioning into a black woman. She claimed doctors noticed African features developing and planned further surgeries, like altering her nose and lips, to match this new identity. Her transformation sparked intense backlash. Critics argue that race isn't just skin deep, it's about culture, history, and lived experience. Many found her actions deeply offensive. Still, Martina stands by her choices. She visited Kenya, where she says she was welcomed by a local tribe and officially recognized as one of them. She's even updated her legal identity to reflect this transformation. Martina's story is a storm of identity, transformation, and controversy. For some, it's a troubling case of cultural appropriation. For her, it's a journey of self-expression and belief in who she wants to be. Sahar Tabar became an internet sensation, not for fame or talent, but because of an obsession that took a haunting turn. At just 21, she idolized Angelina Jolie so deeply that she underwent multiple surgeries to resemble the Hollywood icon. But the outcome shocked everyone. Instead of Jolie's elegance, Sahar emerged with a zombie-like appearance, sunken cheeks, unnaturally plumped lips, and an exaggerated nose. Her photos quickly went viral, but not with admiration. The internet, as it often does, turned brutal. Mockery and hate comments flooded in. Yet beneath the extreme transformation was a young woman clearly battling deep insecurities. It's easy to judge, but harder to understand what drives someone to reshape their identity so drastically. At 21, many are still figuring themselves out. Sahar's journey may have taken a detour through unrealistic ideals, but perhaps it's part of her path to finally discovering self-love. Let's hope she finds peace, not through imitation, but through acceptance. Carol Bryan was a confident, vibrant woman who always took pride in her appearance. In 2009, she made what seemed like a simple decision, to get facial fillers to enhance her features. But that choice turned into a devastating nightmare. Soon after the procedure, her face began to swell uncontrollably. The damage wasn't just cosmetic. The pressure from the fillers compressed her optic nerve, leaving her blind in one eye. Her face was so disfigured, Carol couldn't recognize herself. The emotional toll was unbearable. Ashamed and heartbroken, she withdrew from society, even from her closest loved ones. But her daughter refused to let her disappear. She reached out to experts across the country until two doctors at UCLA, Dr. Raza Jaffrey and Dr. J. Brian Boyd, stepped in. After several complex surgeries, including a 16-hour facial reconstruction using tissue from her back, Carol began to reclaim her life. Today, she speaks out, warning others about the risks of unresearched cosmetic procedures. Her story is a reminder. Beauty should never come at the cost of health or identity. Pixie Fox is one of those people who turns heads wherever she goes, and not just because of her bold style. She's taken her love for cartoons to the next level by transforming herself into a real-life animated character. Yes, you read that right. To look like a Disney character, Pixie underwent numerous surgeries, ranging from eye enlargement procedures to the extreme step of having several ribs removed to achieve an impossibly tiny waist. Her look is doll-like, dramatic, and undeniably one of a kind. The results? Honestly impressive, but also a little shocking. While cartoons are fun and whimsical, turning yourself into one takes serious commitment, emotionally, physically, and financially. It's a lifestyle, not just a look. But what's striking about Pixie is her confidence. She owns her transformation and is unapologetically herself. In a world where people are judged for every choice, she chose to live on her own terms. If she's truly happy, isn't that what beauty is all about? Justin Jedlicka, better known as the real-life Ken doll, has turned his body into a living sculpture. With over 700 surgeries under his belt, from chest implants to sculpted biceps and calves, Justin treats cosmetic enhancement like an art form. To him, it's not obsession, it's expression. But to many, his journey walks a very thin line between self-improvement and self-erasure. Is it about chasing perfection, or about redefining identity altogether? Critics argue that his extreme transformation sets unrealistic and potentially dangerous standards. But Justin isn't shy about his choices. He owns them, celebrates them, and inspires a niche community that values extreme body modification as a form of freedom. Love it or question it. Justin's story makes one thing clear. The pursuit of beauty is deeply personal, and the lengths some go to achieve it can spark both admiration and concern. What do you think? Art, obsession, or something in between? Janice Dickinson, once hailed as the first supermodel, is as fierce as she is fearless, never one to shy away from the spotlight or her truth. She's been open about her love for plastic surgery, from facelifts and brow lifts to various other procedures, proudly owning every tweak. But behind that confidence lies a deeper story. Janice has spent years trying to preserve the image of her younger self, navigating the pressures of an industry that often treats aging like a flaw. While she champions body autonomy and self-expression, there's also a visible struggle, a sense that chasing eternal youth has taken an emotional toll. Her journey is a powerful reminder that beauty standards, especially for women in the public eye, can be both inspiring and cruel. Aging should be a badge of wisdom, not a battle. Janice's story pushes us to ask, are we embracing who we are or chasing who we were? Igor and Greya Bogdanov, once celebrated as beloved science communicators, embarked on a bizarre and tragic journey that blurred the lines between self-expression and obsession. Over time, they underwent numerous plastic surgeries, facelifts, implants, lip injections, in a quest for eternal youth. But the results were alarming. Their faces began to morph into something almost unrecognizable, alien-like even, sparking widespread speculation and ridicule online. Despite the constant attention, the Bogdanov twins denied ever having undergone such extreme procedures. However, their transformations became the stuff of internet memes, fueling further curiosity and concern. Sadly, both brothers recently passed away, leaving behind a legacy entwined with the consequences of their pursuit of beauty. Their story is a stark reminder that the chase for perfection and eternal youth can have dire consequences, both physically and mentally. While it's easy to be captivated by their extreme choices, we must remember true beauty doesn't come from external alterations. It comes from within, from how we feel about ourselves, not from the ever-changing judgments of others. These stories remind us of the high price some pay in pursuit of an ideal image. Whether driven by fame, insecurity, or a dream of becoming someone else, these transformations often come with irreversible consequences, physically, emotionally, and socially. Cosmetic surgery isn't inherently wrong, but when done without proper guidance or driven by unrealistic expectations, it can lead to a path of pain rather than confidence. At the end of the day, beauty fades, but self-worth lasts. So before chasing the next fix or filter, ask yourself, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to follow the next stories. See you in the next video.